So let's go to the main event. All right, now let's go to what's happening in SummerSlam, because SummerSlam just happened and we had things going either way. Sometimes was right, sometimes we were wrong. Like it just, I think no
mostly wrong, me anyway.
I don't think we got 50% on this. All right, hang on a second. I'm looking at it. 1, 2, 3. I think one of us got 50%. One of us.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't me either. I think it was Renzo.
Yeah, it was me.
50%.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I got right the first one. It's a thing that makes me happy. And we say that. Let's go straight away into the first one. Then we talk about like what you have thought about the pay-per-view. But Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley. I think we said it. There was no way Rhea was going to win it. It's all about when Dom was going to come in and what he was going to do. I said Dom is going to do something on purpose. And Mom is going to find out. And goddamn, that's exactly what happened. That chick got involved. Dom took away from Rhea. Then he puts it in the ring. Distracts the referee. Liv hits it. Liv gets win. She goes out. Dom lifts her up and gives her the massive kiss that we all wanted to hate him and punch him about it. And
Be him. Or be him.
You know, at the moment, I don't know. He just, I think everyone wants to be him. At the moment,
but if you saw before the kiss, after he throws the chair in the ring and after Liv won, the camera was on Dom and he had this massive smile. So you're like, hang on a minute.
He knew. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's it. I knew straight away what was going to happen. And yeah, like, fuck, what are your thoughts on this, man? Like, it's just the massive turn of Rhea going face now, 100%. And the dawn of the new Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and that's how it should have been. Like Dom stays the mega heel, and people hate him more. Liv maintains her like heel character, and Rhea is well and truly a face, which she was anyway, but now like well and truly. And given what happened, that we'll talk about later with Priest, and the fact that he's now referencing them as the Terror Twins. So I can't wait for that merch to come out. I'm getting on that shirt straight away. But yeah, man, that was a great fight, great in-ring stuff. What Rhea did with that angle of having popped her shoulder and then acting like she was popping it back in, that was fantastic, man. That was awesome. And then just her face when Dom kisses Liv, and she's like, "What the hell?" You could hear her heart break. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, man, I loved it. It was great way to kick off SummerSlam. Awesome.
Yeah, look, I was actually surprised that this match kicked off SummerSlam, but it was a good surprise. It was a really nice surprise. The match was great, man. Liv Morgan, she's doing a great job. Rhea Ripley, we know what she gives in the ring. She's just amazing. We knew Dirty Dom. We all called it. We knew Dirty Dom was going to do something. He did. Great match to start off SummerSlam, man. I was like, oh, as soon as I saw that match, man, I was like, this is going to be a friggin' roller coaster. It set the stage for the whole show, man. So yeah, really, really good start. It got me hyped. It really got me hyped. And there hasn't been a start like this in a while that's gotten me hyped. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, man.
Well, the saying in the wrestling business, man, like if you can't go last, go first.
Exactly. And we've seen Triple H, to be honest, the Triple H has put many, many good first matches that just actually get people hyped up and people get, worked up and get ready for the rest of the night, which we always said it's good to go in a hype, drop down a little bit low, come back up, drop down, and then the main event just absolutely gives it all, which we saw it anyways this time. So Liv Morgan retains the title in a massive match against Rhea Ripley, with Dirty Dom getting involved and giving the title to Liv Morgan, helping to Liv to return the title. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship with only one person got it right here. Let's gotta say, which was Sami Zayn against Braun Breaker. I said the only way Braun Breaker could lose this one, it was if someone else could get involved, because I think I put Braun Breaker at the beginning. But then I changed it when...
Yeah, I convinced you otherwise.
Yeah, you convinced me. You convinced me saying, what about if Ilya Dragunov?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, man, okay, get it. If that's happened, I'm happy for him to lose the title. But when I saw no one getting involved, I'm like, nah, he's going to go Braun Breaker's way. And that's the way it went. What are your thoughts on now the new Intercontinental Champion?
Oh man, I was happy when it happened. I was like, I called it. There was nowhere they kind of were backed into a corner. I think with Braun Breaker, there was no other way of this match turning out. You guys thought otherwise, but I thought, yeah, this is Braun Breaker's moment. Great match, man. It was really good. It flowed on to what was going on with the first match. I was ecstatic because I called it. So yeah, man, good match. Happy for Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn, what happens now? You know, but yeah, let's see what happens for Sami Zayn in the coming shows.
Alpha Academy.
Nah, they won't give me that. He's fine. He won't have an issue. He's still getting massive pops. He's well and truly over. He'll be fine. This was just a temporary run. I agree. Like, okay, I was wrong. I'm happy that Braun Breaker won. He'll have a good reign. He'll have as much as I hate to use this as an analogy, he'll have a Goldberg type run where he'll just annihilate people. The obvious difference being that Braun can actually wrestle. But did I say that? Did I say that? But nah, man, like good on him. He's young. He's got physique second to none. His in-ring ability second to none. His speed, his muscle, his power. So no, he'll be good Intercontinental Champion.
And he won't lose the title until after the moving to Netflix.
He won't lose it this year.
No, he won't, because he's one of he and Tiffany are the two that Netflix was fixated on them to be the main part of this. So the only thing missing is giving the title to Tiffany, which is going to happen soon too, before they move to Netflix. But we'll get to that soon.
Oh, I don't know about that, but anyway,
I think it will, because.
Well, I think you both were wrong last about that. I think you both were already wrong about that.
To which one? To who was going to win? That
Tiffany was going to. You two were convinced she was going to cash in and win the title.
But it was a fair one.
No, but that's not what you were convinced about. You were convinced that she was
going to cash in properly, but it was a fail. But after what happened...
So you were wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm just saying. It's a fail. But what's going to happen...
And now you're convinced that she's going to win it before Netflix, and I'm saying that you're wrong.
We'll get there. Let's get there. There's still got like one more match to go before we get there.
What's going to happen when Renzo goes? It's just going to be you and me arguing about shit for an hour.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. That's great. Because you know what? Before it was just me and Renzo kind of agreeing on a lot of stuff. So now it's like, no, like now it's an actual argument happening with two persons. Like, we went from like, we had two people, like three people, like this, like, and this, a part of something like this. Is what used to happen before. Most of the time was the three of us agreeing all the stuff with people. Like, we used to agree on a lot of stuff, so it wasn't much argument going around. Now we jumped into me and Renzo just both agreeing on a lot of stuff. Then you come in, it'll be two people agreeing most of the stuff and one person kind of not agreeing on everything. And now we're going to go into a one-on-one situation. So that's the evolution of the podcast. From the start. So it's fucking great. Love it. Let's move into the United States Championship, which you had Logan Paul with LA Knight. We all called it. It was a time. You had to happen. It needed to happen. It fucking happened. You call it LA Knight. Yeah. He won the title, man. And what are your thoughts on this? Like, there's not much to say, but I'm just fucking happy pretty much.
Yeah, no, so it was about time. And once again, Logan Paul did not embarrass himself at all. Another massive spot in that springboard moonsault.
That springboard moonsault, man.
Springboard moonsault was insane, man. I saw a video of him practicing it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so no, good on him, mate. And like, he'll still hang around. I'm sure about that. He'll still hang around. I don't know if I like the whole Machine Gun Kelly and Jelly Roll thing, but whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, no, good on him, man. He like once again showing that he can wrestle, man. He can wrestle.
Oh, he can wrestle. He can go.
Yeah, I think I like the whole Machine Gun Kelly thing with the knuckle dusters around his neck. Like, that was like, come on, man. I didn't like that. But anyway, Yeah, good on him. And LA Knight, man, well deserved. Talk about doing the hard yards and, the grind. And, he's finally got a strap to show for it. And good on him. And hopefully it's a long reign. I really hope it is a long reign.
Look, same, man. I think, LA Knight deserves it. He's busted his ass for so long, and he's such a good wrestler, such a good character as well. But Logan Paul, man, I don't know about Logan Paul. I don't know if you guys saw a tweet that he put out recently. It was actually just before SummerSlam about the boxer, the women's boxer in the Olympics.
Yep.
He put out a tweet that he was embarrassed that this was happening in the sport, kind of went on and on about it. And a lot of people, disagreed with what he had to say. So I don't know if this was a catalyst. I don't think it was. I think it was time for him to just lose it. He should just learn to kind of keep his opinions to himself, but he's a controversial kind of guy. So he'll always be that way. But what I'm going to miss is, his star-studded appearances with his clowns, like Show Speed and Jelly Roll and all those clowns. But I don't think this is the last that we've seen of Logan Paul.
Oh, hell no.
No. And these are LA Knight title. What better title to give to LA Knight, the United States Champions? Let's give more gringo the LA Knight. So give it the most gringo title you can find, which is the United States title.
Yeah.
So he'll make it big. Like I said, he'll make it as big as the Miz did the Intercontinental title. That's literally what it's going to take, this title. Now, what happened with Logan Paul, man, he's the most controversial shit that happened. It was nothing wrong with him putting his opinion out there. People disagree. That people, I'll say myself, is stupid because, come on, seriously. We're getting to a point this is getting ridiculous, just to say the least. But anyways, I don't think it was because of that thing. He's always been someone giving his opinion on social media and stuff like that.
His podcast is called Impulsive.
Exactly, bro. Like you can't.
That's his thing. That's what he does.
When you sign up Logan Paul, you know why you signed up. Like you can't complain about. You can't tell him delete that tweet. You can't tell him you can't say this.
There's no such thing. Remember, I said it in the first part of the program. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
100%. But he didn't involve WWE or anything. He didn't put tackling on WWE. But that's what I'm saying.
It's his own personal view.
Exactly. His own personal view. So that's what I'm saying. Like what happened, that's completely besides the point. That nothing to do with WWE. And if WWE has to, he said something to him, they're fucking idiots.
They wouldn't. They should worth too much money to him.
100%. But yeah.
Don't forget, Prime is still got that.
It's still the logo in the middle there. He kissed that logo, man. That was great.
And on the turnbuckles too. I don't know if you guys noticed.
The turnbuckles as well.
He's done, man. What can you do? But then LA Knight, we got it. He's the new champion. That's the second title got changed in the night. And then we got the third title change in the night, which we all got wrong. Why the fuck we got it wrong? Like big time. But I understand why the change happened. And that's what we're going to go to the next part. But anyways, it was Bayley against Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. None of us saw this happening. I don't think none of us saw this happening going this way. But it makes sense because she's not going to have a long run. I reckon she won't have a long run because we'll have Tiffany cashing in her and just do the whole, betrayal part. Because that's the angle they've been working for a long time. They've been working on that angle. And that betrayal will happen. It will happen because they did it with Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and it was like he's not good for too long. But then it happened in the perfect moment where there was a lot of injuries happening, a lot of change happened in the roster, and he catched in at the right moment. But now having Nia Jax as champion, she will have a short run, and then we'll have Tiffany coming win sometime, not in the far distance because why not? But your thoughts on this shocking change of title?
Yeah, I'm going to retract something that I said earlier. And I'm going to say something that I don't usually say very often. So you might want to make a note of the time and the date. I think I was wrong.
Sweet.
I think Tiffany might get the title sooner rather than later because of what you just said. I hadn't thought of that. I didn't like Bayley losing the title. I don't think they've given Bayley the respect that she deserves, man.
No,
she's a workhorse. The first
man.
ever Grand Slam women's champion. Yeah. Just stop and think what that means. You know? she needed to go on a longer run.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This Nia title reign and then Tiffy eventually cashing in on her clearly could have happened further down the track. And I haven't seen Raw today, so it might have happened. Is Nia going to address the fact that Tiffy tried to cash in during her title match, or is she just going to ignore that? And the reason why I thought Tiffy's attempt would be unsuccessful was because Nia gave her this customized Money in the Bank briefcase, right? They're not going to just use that for a week. Kind of like when Priest got his customized one from JD McDonough.
Yeah.
So they just gave it to her. She's not going to cash in, and then that briefcase is never going to come out again. That's merch. That's merch money. That's, they're going to sell those pink briefcases. So, is Nia going to address that? Has she addressed it on Raw? I don't know. I haven't seen it. But what's it going to lead up to? Is it going to happen at Bad Blood? Because there will be bad blood between them, or is that too soon? Or I don't know. And is Bayley going to get another shot? Who knows?
It could be in the rematch. Make it in the rematch. It's happening in the rematch. That's right. And just Tiffany comes in, catch in, that's it. Clean shot. In the rematch. The rematch has to happen soon. Is it going to happen? What's the first one? Survivor Series first?
I think Bad Blood's first.
Bad Blood first and then Survivor Series?
Yeah, then Survivor Series.
Okay. So, we have to
we'll talk about Survivor Series later, but that's clearly what the main event's going to be at that. But anyway.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts, Renzo, anyway?
Look, man, I'm kind of disappointed, like you guys, with Bayley's run. It was a poor run. They didn't give her the respect that she deserved, Grand Slam champion. Nia Jax, I don't think she's going to hold it for long either. Who's going to hold that title? I don't know. Is it going to be Tiffy time? Hopefully it is, but I think what Mars said is right. Merch. This is all about the merch. So potentially it's not going to happen anytime soon, right?
Bash Berlin comes first.
So yeah, man, I'm really disappointed with what they did to Bayley. But that's just what it is. The powers that be, put these matches in alignment, and you see something in Nia Jax and potentially a storyline there. So let's see where it goes.
Yeah, definitely a storyline happening there. Like I think, look, Bash in Berlin is the next pay-per-view happening on the.
Is that a PLE bar?
That is.
I don't think that's a PLE.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. 31st of August. W Bash in Berlin, so it's a PLE. Yeah.
Okay.
So that will be that one, and then comes Bad Blood on October the 5th. So I don't know. I think it's going to be another attempt of TV cashing in soon, and that could probably, what could happen is probably the failed Bash in Berlin could lead up to a Bad Blood match between Nia Jax and TV at some point, but we'll see. We don't know what's going to happen, but Nia Jax, surprisingly, is the new women's champion. We didn't see it happening, but
can I just before this match, when they were filming the crowd, I noticed The Rock's mum was in the crowd, and I'm like, hang on a minute, is The Rock going to turn up? What's going on? But then when she came out and congratulated Nia, because obviously Nia's from their family too.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, well, no, but for a split second there, I thought, hang on a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what I think everyone fucking would jump into the sea. I was like, what is happening? Is The Rock gonna come in? Is not Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
But that's just a massive thing. And then we go to a singles match with a special guest referee, Seth freaking Rollins, between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Man, this lasted, I think, good amount of time. First of all, man, I gotta say, CM Punk did not look ring rust. He fucking looked good wrestling, man. I've seen not even in AEW he looked that good wrestling. And when he came back to WWE, he looked better than ever wrestling. Like, he didn't misstep, he didn't miss a beat against Drew. Drew, to be honest, it's one of those matches that neither Drew or CM Punk was carrying each other. Like, there was just both of them working. And with Seth Rollins just adding in, it was just absolutely great match, man. And Seth freaking Rollins, fuck, what a way to be a referee. He was like, I thought it was going to be less fair, but he was a really fair fucking.
He was fair.
He was a
He
really
was fair.
fair.
He let them do shit. He let both of them do shit that was like
and he did
illegal.
the counts properly.
Yeah.
That's the one that we always thought, he's going to fucking
I loved
count.
when he got the shits with that ref cam and he just ripped it out.
Yeah, just ripped it out.
But what are your thoughts on this match, man? I fucking loved it.
Look, man, I love this match, man. This match was really, really good. Like you said, Rod, I haven't seen Punk look so good in a very long time. He did not look good in AEW. If anyone remembers his run in AEW, man, it was absolutely atrocious. He looked tired. He just had a lot of ring rust, even though he was having matches week after week. But here, man, he didn't skip a beat. I don't know if it's the public that got behind him. He's been training. He's been working really hard. He looked good physically as well. In AEW, he did not look good physically. But Drew McIntyre, man, what a machine. Amazing. And Seth Rollins, yeah, it was absolutely amazing to see him. And, there's a few things that happen on Raw that are interesting as well. So yeah, look, I'm really into this storyline with the three of them. I hope this continues.
Oh yeah, man, I love it. I love the match. Punk looked jacked. He's bulked up. He had good cardio, and Drew McIntyre is just an absolute beast. Like Da Vinci himself could not sculpt the body that man has, man. And it's an absolute freak. And the way his character, the way he sells everything, his mic skills. I saw a video of him signing a CM Punk jacket and he
fuck CM Punk.
I saw that video, man.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was awesome,
that was
mate.
the best.
And then Seth Rollins playing his part too, and then Punk just basically just losing the plot and taking out Seth and mate, I loved it. It was a great match, and I think the right guy won. Hopefully, selfishly, I hope this ends in a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Oh, me too, man.
That blood of WrestleMania, but yeah, definitely they're going that way. And then
it'll be too soon at Bad Blood. It'll be too soon at Bad Blood.
Or will be the first of many. Who knows?
Slow cook.
Yeah, slow cook.
But
they're gonna slow cook this one.
CM Punk screw CM Punk at this time. Clearly, CM Punk. He took it on Seth when Seth's like, bro, I'm not doing. I just picked it up, but CM Punk being CM Punk, he was too hot-headed. It was too much.
Because Seth said to him, it's not always about you. And then Punk's like, but it's never about you.
Like it was great. The whole interaction was absolutely amazing. Like you said, this is one of those things that doesn't need a title to be awesome.
Correct.
It's like Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. You don't need the title. What for? You don't need it. And I said it many times before. When the things happen with the Bloodline and whatever is happening with the tribal ship, is not going to be with the title. And I'm maintaining my word. And what's happening now, it shows that the title was not necessary. Because it was so good on its own that the title.
That's something else I was wrong about.
It was an accessory. The title was just an accessory. It wasn't part important part. But yeah, fucking this love that for me was match of the night. For me, 100%. I wouldn't pick anything else but this because I think the other stuff, the last one kind of predictable. We just wanted to know how it was going to end. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Drew McIntyre going, winning up one of CM Punk. And then we had the World Heavyweight Championship between Damian Priest and Gunther, and goddamn, we all got it wrong. I think
we voted with our hearts in this one.
Look, I said it many times.
Oh, man.
I've said it for weeks that Finn Balor was going to screw at some point Damian Priest because it was building up. He wanted that title. So something was going to happen. I was not expecting it to be here. To be honest, I did not expect it. But kind of makes sense after what happened with Liv Morgan and Dom. Kind of makes sense it was going to happen then. So we had Gunther winning the title. God damn, he just came out of a fucking massive run as the Intercontinental Champion. He had a little bit of break. And now we have him as the World Heavyweight Champion.
He won King of the Ring. Now this.
How long is he going to be the champion now? That's a question. You're going to keep the title for a long time now because technically there's no one else in the line for it. Technically.
Rematch. There's got to be a rematch.
There's going to be a rematch, but you know what's going to happen. Like, just, but what are your thoughts, first of all, on the match? And then we go into all the shit that happened. Oh, no, actually, what are your thoughts on the match and what happened for Gunther to win the title?
I was gutted. I was genuinely gutted when Damian Priest lost. Because the only thing that was wrong, look, good on Gunther, look, we know that guy deserves, all the kudos that is given to him, man. He's a machine. But I was heartbroken for Priest, because I thought, this is it, man. He's just back to the mid-carders. But something that Mars said kind of just changed my mind. That the heavyweight title now is kind of like an accessory, like what's kind of taking over more so than anything in from a title perspective is the storylines, is the actual story. So, this story is going to be great with the bloodline. They're going to continue it. I'm hoping he just doesn't go back into the mid-carders, man, Damian Priest. I just hope he just doesn't fall by the wayside. But, look, the storyline hopefully is going to be a good one for him with Finn Balor. It was a great match. Gunther deserves it for all he's done. But, heartbroken for Priest.
Yeah, man, same. Obviously we're all big Priest fans, but I'm also a Gunther fan. I mean, I even liked him in Imperium when he was a heel, like a proper heel. I just love that, respect for the mat, respect for the business, the ring general. That I love that whole character. But yeah, it sucked that Priest got pinned, but I mean, it's good how they did it. Obviously this kicks off now the angle between him and Baylor. Priest isn't going back to the mid card. He's going to be a top guy still. He's big. He's got good in-ring ability. He cuts really good promos. They're going to join him up with Rhea Ripley. Something's going to happen. He's obviously Judgment Day is going to continue without those two. So I'm interested to see where that storyline goes. But that storyline's still got a lot to tell. So no, I don't. I mean, it's not going to hurt Priest career-wise.
Nah, the way they did it was great. And then the Terror Twins, man, the Terror Twins are going to stay together. Plus, he's going to get involved in the story as well. That's 100%.
Look, it's gonna be a mixed tag match between Jimmy and Rhea versus Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. That's what's gonna happen. 100%.
Jey Uso is gonna get it because Jey Uso is not gonna see the opportunity, and that's the story that we've been waiting to build as well.
Did you guys see Buddy Matthews' tweet?
Yeah, about the shoulder.
Yeah, man.
TK, have you got? Can I get some time to go help Mummy out?
Yeah. And he did the same with the shoulder because the shoulder he did it at AEW as well. They had an angle where he did it, and then Malachi Black, Alistair Black's Malachi Black actually grabbed his arm and resets it, and he goes back into the match. It was a fucking great moment.
I didn't know that.
yeah. So he kind of put that into and that's why Rhea Ripley did it as well. So it was a kind of they've done a lot, like doing parts of each other in AEW.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
They're doing it a lot. Like the entrance, the way they set up is pretty good. Let's go quick. We got 10 minutes and we're going to talk about the main part of the toys. It was Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa. Fuck the match. We knew what was going to happen with Bloodline rules. Fuck. Jacob Fatu injured, kind of. And then we got...
he was still selling it. He was still selling it the day after he was in the moon boot. So.
He's still selling it. They said it might be an injury, might not be an injury. We don't know.
Well, I think it was an angle that might have turned into a real injury because the angle was an angle. He couldn't jump back in the ring.
Yeah.
It was an angle that turned into a real injury.
But the main part was how was the tribal chief shot that night? And I think I got the closest out of everyone, which I said he was going to come from the front door, the lights and everything. And fuck yeah, he did. He was right
and
when
that music hit, man, because it wasn't clear that it was his music until you saw the head on the table on the back.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
The music wasn't clear, but the colors were right there. That's why I knew it was Roman Reigns. It just the music hit and you can see the colors. And those are the colors of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, man. I loved it. I thought that was an awesome way to do it. I was wrong. I wish Paul Heyman was there, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Man, then he just comes into the ring, cocks that punch and boom, Solo. Because you're thinking, who's he going to hit? Who's he going to hit? And then he just he smashes Solo, and then he just looks at Cody, doesn't even nod, just looks at him like, I didn't do this for you, mate. I'm putting my house in order, but I'm still got my eye on you too.
Yeah. I said because as soon as he pin and it's 1, 2, 3, Cody grabs still shock, grabs the title, celebrates, he looks at Roman, and Roman looks him back and he said it, I'm coming back from the title. He said it in the words, and then he points to.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just fucking great, and that was the big face turn.
And I've said it. His pop was massive, and I've said it before. No one does facial expressions like Roman Reigns. He does not have to say a word, and you know what he's thinking.
100%.
Yeah. No, I'm just glad he just. I was hoping, last week's episode, I said I hope Roman Reigns comes in and just slaps Solo Sikoa around, and he did, man. So yeah,
and that spear, man. Even I was standing. And I'm a Cody Rhodes guy. Even I was standing up, acknowledging the tribal chief with my finger up in the air, standing in the living room by myself.
Oh my god, I did it too. I was like, Roman Reigns, fuck yeah! Now we also Roman Reigns people like this, and we did it. Solo Sikoa.
I ran upstairs and said to my wife, Roman Reigns is back. She's like, that's nice, dear.
Yeah, I went and screamed. I was talking to myself, and my wife said, "What do you want? What are you talking about?" I'm talking to myself. It took slowly. I can't. It's too excited.
We get it.
Yeah. So, and the end with Solo Sikoa screaming, "Fuck you, Roman! Hey, Roman!" But just losing at the back with Fatu, and then Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring, and Roman on the other side. It's just great way to end the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It was an absolute great way to finish it. And now we got the Roman Reigns. He's back. He'll be in SmackDown.
He'll be at SmackDown. Yeah.
So he'll be back now, man.
And obviously this is all leading up to War Games, which we said a couple of weeks ago, which is going to be obviously Bloodline Civil War.
100%.
Yeah. And
who's going to bring? That's the question.
Well, that's the thing. Who's going to join him? I don't see Cody Rhodes joining up with him. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
or Kevin Owens or Randy Orton. So,
no one wants to because Roman Reigns fucked many people up.
There's Haku's other son, who apparently has signed with WWE, who's apparently a beast as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with him. And Zila Fatu was in the crowd.
Zila Fatu, was in the crowd.
Yeah, we don't know what to do.
He was in the cheap seats too. I don't know what was going on there. Why wasn't he in the booth?
No, well, because he probably booked his own ticket. But I think Triple H said it before the kickoff of at the press conference. Pretty much, you haven't seen anything yet.
I know. Yeah,
you haven't seen. You're really excited, but you haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
You're like, how much bigger can get? How much better can get? What are you talking about? They go, what? So now, this is fucking awesome and just great pay-per-view. It literally, it gives you the why they're gonna make it tonight. That's just fucking.
Oh yeah.
It justify making it tonight. 100% justify.
Yeah, definitely.
And with that, man, that was SummerSlam. Great, really. Great way to lead up to so many stories, which again don't need a title in between to make them massive, which is the great thing. You got titles, but you don't need the titles to make these storylines massive, which is absolutely great. But before we get to the end and all that stuff, rest of us, what do you got for us this week?
Oh man, I've got a cracker from Lucha Underground. Man, I used to love that show. Lucha Underground had some great matches. And we're talking about Penta Cero Miedo. We've got a great match here. If you're interested in watching Penta, this was pretty much when he was at his peak, still a young Pentagon Jr. He is fighting Prince Puma, better known as Ricochet. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think this is going to happen in AEW anymore because we know what's going to happen. But if you want to see these two beasts go at it, Lucha Underground, Prince Puma versus Pentagon Jr., what a cracker of a match.
I've seen so many highlights in there.
Are we expecting Ricochet to make his AEW debut at All In? Because I haven't heard anything.
Yes, All In is a go.
You know what? probably Ricochet thinking twice about everything at the moment. I don't.
Is he going to be the new Irish wrestler Rick O'Shea?
Man, I don't know if he's 100% sold on going to AEW. If he's seen what's happening right now with some wrestlers, especially with the Lucha Bros and what's happening with Takesha, I think he said something might be there. You know what? Let's think a little bit about it. But if
they have the proper storytelling in place, they can have a long-term storytelling angle with great matches with him and Ospreay.
Mm-hmm. Which they
absolutely.
don't. Which they don't. They will have 1 or 2 matches and that will die up in the ass. That's a problem.
And they'll probably be on Rampage.
And probably there will be great matches on Rampage, on Dynamite, and they won't lead absolutely to nothing. And that's the only way you're going to see it. So that's what I'm saying. I think Ricochet's going to be thinking, if I was Ricochet, I would think twice about going there. If anything, fucking Mexico, New Japan, go out there, being independent.
Yeah, but that's a grind as well. That's a grind. Like
it's a grind.
The positive about AEW is a lot less matches and pretty much same money.
Yeah, but like he doesn't mind traveling. That's the thing. I don't think Ricochet will fucking have mind. And especially if he can wrestle
It's not just
around.
the traveling. It's like being on the the WWE grind. You're doing house shows like 3-4 days a week. And then you're doing Raw or SmackDown or both.
Doing Raw, SmackDown. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a hard life.
I don't know if he's 100% sold on going to AEW at the moment. Probably was at some point. At the moment, with what's happening in AEW, I don't know if he's 100% sold on going there.
Because he doesn't get to travel and work with his partner anymore.
Yeah, also that's a big one. Yeah, that's a big one. So I don't know. We'll see. But we got it there. I'll put it on the Rentserverse at some point because at the moment it's signing me out. But I put it on the WhatsApp group so you guys can watch it. Great, watch it. And I've seen highlights, pretty much half of the match in highlights. Goddamn, great aerial match. Crazy shit happening on this match. And with that, we get into the end of this week's episode, man. We had a lot of talk, man, in SummerSlam more than anything else. Looking forward to the Terror Twins. Looking forward to the OTC and what's happening with the Temu Bloodline.
The Temu
Bloodline, man. After we said it, we saw a sign on WWE. So someone listened to us or someone had the same idea, which is pretty awesome. So many storylines, man, happening in WWE. They just not need a title, which is perfect because they can go for so long without a title. Because once you put a title in between, can die really quick. But without a title, man, things can go for so fucking long that you never know when they're gonna stop. So, anything to say before we go, guys?
Roman Reigns, I finally acknowledge you.
Oh,
wow.
All the same.
Yeah, no, look. Yeah, look, I acknowledge him as well, man. Yeah, that's all. Let's go, all three.
What can we do? We have to do it at some point. I always said I was a Roman Reigns guy. I always loved the guy. I was a bit annoying with the heel turn when it wasn't heel turn, but I always liked Roman Reigns, and now finally he's the guy that was meant to be for a long time as a face now. So, and with that said, we get to the end of this episode. Watching our social media, you know where we are. Follow us, put us a like, share us. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.